Hey everybody, we are back with Ekin-Su and Joe. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you both?
Or shall I say howdy, mate?
Yeah, she's got the cowboy boots on
Ekin is
today.
wearing the most incredible cowboy boots. And actually, both of you are wearing denim and you didn't give me the memo.
We got double denim. I just forgot my t-shirt. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you are not appropriately dressed for the winter, but
Not
we
at
kind of
all.
love it.
Not at
We're
all.
into it. So, we have not seen each other for 2 whole weeks.
No.
That's been a long time. Miss you
Very
both.
long. Too long.
Too long
long.
indeed. Ekin,
Yes.
I mean, last night we were Devo. We were very upset. How are you doing? How are you feeling today?
I'm strong. I'm absolutely
Yes.
fine. Yes, I cried. I was upset.
Of course.
You know, I'm human. And I think that program, I always thought in Love Island, I was always strong. But I felt like all my fans and people, the viewers, expected me to be strong all the time, but it's not like that. I cared. That's why I cried. I gave everything to that show, and I had other commitments, and I was juggling everything at the same time. And I know everyone else has commitments, but I had no days off at the time, and like for that just being gone was like, oh my god, it's that thing's gone now. But the show's made me really, really strong. Love Island made me strong. Dancing on Ice made me even stronger. So I'm very, very, very grateful for that. So
I love to hear
it's
that.
good.
You've
I
done
love to
amazing.
hear that.
You've done amazing,
Thanks, Joe.
honestly.
You really did. So impressive to learn such a technical skill in such a short space of time. You did yourself proud.
I knew I was never going to be an Olympic person. I knew I was probably never going to be a pro skater, but I just performed, you know.
Yeah. And
That's
you
fun.
performed very, very well.
Yeah.
We're proud
You
of
should
you.
be very proud of yourself,
Thanks,
honestly.
guys. My Reddit team.
Of
You
course.
repped it for Love Island as well. You done us proud.
100%.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. I'm blushing.
Aw.
You should apply. You'd be good on it.
Yeah, stick me on there. I don't know. Honestly, I always say this about that show. I think that is honestly such a hard show. You're practicing constantly. You're working as well all the time. It must be so intense. But no, honestly, you've done so amazing. So amazing.
I can see you on there.
Go on, stick me on next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do this justice.
Do it.
Let's see. Joe, what new skills have you been learning in the last 2 weeks?
What new skills have I been learning the last 2 weeks? I've learned how to pour milk into cereal. Yeah, I haven't. It's almond milk specifically. I've been having breakfast every day. Is one of the new skills I've been learning.
We like that.
No, it's been good actually. It's been busy. Yeah, getting back into the swing of things. Been a nice bit of weather, so we can't complain. And I'm very much obsessed with Love Island at the moment. I'm very much tied into the TV.
Yes.
So that has been great keeping up with that.
Well, I think we should get into it.
Let's get straight into it.
Let's
do it.
get
Let's go.
straight in. So as a reminder for everybody, we are going to be looking, well, you're going to give us a bit of an overview. You did such a beautiful job last week and I
Yes.
would love you to do it again. So we can
Okay.
get up to speed.
Right.
So do you want to
Yes. So a quick Love Island Reddit roundup since we last spoke, which was when David left and the Aussies stormed the villa. And a lot has happened on the island of love. We've watched Anime, Harris, Zara, Aaron, and Spencer all leave. And we've also seen Sammy, Jordan, Ellie, and Casey all enter. Our current couples are Tanya, Shaq, who are going incredibly well. I love them personally. I think, in my honest opinion, I think they're in for the running for winning it. As long as they can last through Casa. We got Tom and Sammy, which I think he's finally met his match, in all honesty, finally. And they seem really good. We also have Olivia and Kai, very new, came out of the blue. That being said, he seems committed for once. So this is good to see. He seems like he really likes her. Will and Jesse, of course, still going very, very strong. Ellie and Jordan, which is also extremely new. I think Jordan is, because he's a relaxed guy, he's a bit of a slow burner when it comes to relationships.
The girl to come to him.
I think so too. But I don't think he's gonna. I think Ellie's that type of girl to kind of go to him and bring the best out of him. And then last but not least, we have Tanyel and Ron, who are in a self-proclaimed friend couple. That being said, everyone else in the villa thinks they could possibly be more.
I
So
feel like things are constantly changing recently, isn't it?
honestly, it's been
Couples and-
every
It's
second
been
of every
hard
day.
to keep up with.
Yeah.
100%.
It's hard to keep
There's
up with.
honestly a whole heap of drama happening in the villa, and with Casa Amor on the horizon, it doesn't look like the drama will stop anytime soon. And that, people, is your Love Island Reddit
I
roundup.
can't believe Castle Moore is like round the corner.
I know.
already.
It's
know.
not far off.
I
It's
know.
not far off.
And there's not been that many strong couples going into it either.
Usually Castle Moore happens when everyone's kind of strong.
Yeah, happy.
And then they put all the hot girls and hot guys in, and then it's like
100%.
drama. So
Exactly.
that'll be interesting to watch.
It really will.
Chaos
It really will.
is what it will be.
Chaos.
Absolute
Of course,
chaos.
it's the chaos we love to watch.
That's why we watch Love Island, right? Not for the
Absolutely.
love, we're here for the chaos.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We need some drama.
So what we're going to do now, as I think you remember from last time, we have picked the best content from r/Love Island TV,
wait.
and we are going to talk about it. Are you ready?
Yes.
into it.
All right. So we're going to start with a bit of Ron and Shaq. Now, these are two individuals that are kind of catching the attention of the community.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share with you the first meme. Hopefully you can see it. It is it's a funny, cute meme. Me watching Shaq continuously humble Ron. Now, he has been pretty vocal and he has been schooling Ron. What do you think? Like, it's great to see a guy kind of calling out another guy, no?
Yeah, no, I think if anyone's looking at that in a sense where they're like, oh, he's kind of just kicking off him, like, and sticking up for the girls. I think he's also being a good friend. Do you know what I mean? I think a good friend
Yeah.
should call you out and stuff, right?
100%. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Also, I like the little flip phone. Sorry.
I know.
It's
memories.
the flip phone
Memories
days.
of a flip phone. I agree. I think I might have had that phone.
Yeah.
Like the Motorola, like the really pink one.
Damn it.
A few people have been saying, just on the point of Shaq kind of, calling out Ron, that there's less bro code this year.
Right. Okay.
And I'm curious to get your thoughts. Like, the bros sticking up for other bros.
I think that's a hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think some years you get that. Some like guys, they're like proper like bromance relationships, like
yes.
Kem and was it
Chris.
They
Oh,
were just
the
really well
ultimate.
suited,
Yeah.
weren't they? And then at the time, obviously Davide was close to Jay. I'm trying to think of other people in your year as well.
Yeah, no. I think there have been times where you have them bromances, but I know exactly why it's a problem this year.
Why? Tell me.
They at one point had 9 boys in the villa, 2 more, and they got
it
a
look like a soccer
full-side
team?
football team.
Yeah, I
honestly,
thought
that's
that.
all
I
they
saw that
needed.
tweet.
That's all they needed was 2 more. That was literally it. You can't have that many people in a villa.
We
and
use a referee as well.
100%, and create these bonds. Like, these bonds are built, I think, through intensity and also people being in a close proximity of each other all the time. When you've got 9 people in there, everyone's running around doing their own thing. They can't build them friendships.
And
so,
I feel like it's always competition with guys.
Sure, yeah.
There's always an ego thing. So like one guy won't act as like emotional. They'll try and like big it up more and say, oh, I got this girl, I got that girl. And I'm like,
yeah, 100%.
no, you haven't.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that's a strong read. I like the, maybe too many of them in there.
How many was the maximum guys you had in your season at one point, or girls?
I think
Maybe
when
7?
Castor and Moore happened, it was like 50 people in the villa. I remember there was no space in the changing room. And I was like, it's getting intense
Too
in
much,
here.
yeah. Too much. Some people gotta go.
I was like, she's using my hairbrush. I don't like this. Oh, she's stolen my dress too.
Well, yeah, everyone steals clothes in there. That is a
Honestly.
massive thing.
And underwear, you'd be surprised.
Underwear?
My underwears went missing.
No, that's where I draw a line.
Yeah.
Underwear's the line.
I was like,
are not
who the
into
hell?
that.
Yeah, I mean, someone probably thought it was theirs, and then, yeah.
Mistakes. Fair enough.
Interesting, yeah.
Fair enough. Let's talk a little bit more about Shaq. So obviously, people are really enjoying that he's doing this call out. I want to read this out and get your reactions. Let's talk about Shaq and how incredibly hot it was when he broke down real clearly to Ron why him going to explore things with Ellie was so rude and disrespectful to Lana. Ron looked like he'd been hit in the face. We need more men like Shaq. I really hope I don't regret saying this.
100%.
They're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think he's a good man. I think he's treating Tanya really well, and he's doing what he needs to do in his relationship to keep that strong.
And he's putting her first.
100%.
And he's ignoring all the other stuff going on.
Yep.
There's a lot of distractions in there. And I think in Love Island, you have to commit.
100%. And he's
Focus
committed,
on
yeah.
Your
relationship,
little bubble, not
your bubble.
someone else,
Yeah.
For sure.
And
No, we
don't get
have to see it.
manipulated by the other guys saying, oh, did you know this person's like that? No.
Yes, I
Boys do that,
agree.
don't they?
Oh, all the time. Boys set each other up in there all the time. Genuinely. Oh, go have a chat with her, mate. Go have a chat with her. And then they sneak off. Everyone's got bias here, so they sneak off and they go and chat to their girl who
Yeah.
they coupled up with. So, yeah.
No, I like how Shaq
It's nice to
is
see,
moving.
though. It really is
like
nice to
it.
see.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Just praying. Shaq goes into Casa Amor and comes out the other side.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that moment
I
because
can't see him shifting. I think she might, but he
you'd be surprised. India and Dami, like that thing of people thought.
It's so true.
And then you do come, and Tasha, like it happens. Like someone comes back, someone you're like,
I don't know. I think he's.
what if his
I
type
think he's
walked
super
in,
loyal.
mate?
Yeah, I know this. What? But she's my top on paper. Oh, I gotta go for it.
How many good relationships have been broke? How many Islanders that we thought were bulletproof? We thought they were perfect, and then they go to Casa Amor and
you're
they let us
right.
down.
What was it? Amber and that year?
Mike.
Yes.
Oh God.
I was like,
lest we forget.
Oh my wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens every year, don't it? Really
Let's
does.
just hope this shit.
Yeah.
Our faith people
Don't
stay
let us
together.
down, Shaq. Don't let us down.
Honestly, who's even gonna last in that Casa Amor? I have no idea.
I'm
I can't wait to see what the
so
girls are going to be
excited.
like and the guys. Like,
Yeah, sure.
you know, it's
Can't wait.
interesting.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the infamous now recoupling last night.
Yeah.
So we have the iconic meme when Lana made her choice. We have Anton. We all remember when Anton thought he was going to be picked by Anna
Anna,
with
she
his
picked
happy
Sharif,
face.
yeah.
And then he slowly realised, or very quickly realised, I should say, that he wasn't selected.
Dude, that was a hilarious moment.
So, I mean, that was a bit of what Ron was feeling, right? And when Lana picked Casey, that's what happened. What do we think? Did she make the right decision? What do we think of Casey?
So Casey's is a close friend of mine. I've known Casey I've known Casey for a little while now, and he's the absolute boy. Genuinely a lovely boy. Clearly has been raised super well, and a super respectful guy as well. And the person he is inside the villa right now is the exact same person me and all his other friends know. So it's nice to see him truly be himself and also be committed as well.
Yes.
Be committed to Lana. Don't get me wrong, I know there was a time where he queried her is to say, like, because I could get chatting to other people, which is completely understandable in the villa. But yeah, he went solely for what he wanted, and it paid off in the end. And you love to see it. Go on, Team Casey.
Way.
Definitely that last song, because Lana had a rocky start, didn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that Ron chapters are closed, but
Yeah.
Oh, really? You
I can see him sometimes, like, when he speaks to her, like, that sparked me. And again,
there.
referring back to Davide, but when I was coupled up with Jay, when I looked at Davide and I spoke to him, there was, like, this spark that I wanted him still, but I was like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Oh, I see.
Don't hurt my Casey. Please.
Yeah.
Casey, I think he's so sweet. I was happy with that decision. Let's talk a little bit about Ron, because he's been getting quite a lot of there's been a lot of comments about the way he's been moving in the villa, certainly on r/Love Island TV. We have them, well, it's not really a meme, but it's an image. The sheer audacity. So this is when Ron said, "I'm in the worst position I've ever been in. I need to try my hardest to open a book that's been closed twice now. I don't deserve her, but I've got to try." The audacity of someone thinking that, you know, they don't deserve this person, but they have to try. What do you think? What do you think about Ron?
I think he's a boy who has or has had far too many options. And I think we see that a lot in just young guys in general who sometimes have too many options.
How old is Ron again?
Oh, dude, I'm not sure. I'm
Quite young.
I'm guessing like 24,
23,
maybe.
24.
Maybe something like that. But obviously we'll wait and see exactly how old he is. But I think the way he's acting is definitely like a man who's very, very exciting. Don't get me wrong, I get it. He's in Love Island, right? Genuinely the show casts beautiful people all the time. Of course, he's gonna be tempted some type of way. But there has to come a point where you have to think, if you're gonna say you're gonna commit to someone, you have to commit to someone, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
In my opinion, yeah. And I think he did, but I don't think it was 100%. I think he committed in a type of way because he still liked her and he was still seeing his options. But as soon as it flipped around the other way and now the ball was in her court, pressure got to him and now he's like trying to prove himself. It's just
You got to sometimes switch the tables around.
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
This
producers
is
know
what
what
she
they're doing,
did.
yeah.
And
That's
now that, you know,
Tables have turned.
the tables
Yeah,
have
absolutely, yeah.
turned. Exactly. Okay. As always, so much conversation on the subreddit about challenges. And we have people are feeling that the challenges are pretty dead, being real. I'm curious, what do you think of the challenges? How have they been so far? Any highlights? Do you think they're dead?
Give us the tweet challenge ASAP.
Oh my God, the best
Give us it
challenge.
ASAP. We need that.
God, our season, I remember everyone was like, when is this tweet thing happening?
Everyone's so scared, aren't they?
I was like, no,
Please
no.
don't, please
And I
don't.
feel like because it's not, I don't think it's a good, that challenge, because it just like gives you false ideas of things.
Yes.
Of course it does.
It feeds into insecurity.
They're not
for
facts,
sure.
they're just opinions, and you know what I mean. I definitely didn't want that challenge. You know, the picture challenge, where the picture gets sent to the boys.
Oh yeah, do you remember that?
Awful.
That was savage.
Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't in our season. I wonder if they're going to do it this season.
Oh,
Who knows?
no, surely not.
Imagine if they did that. Was
They
a big
send the
twist.
pictures in from Castro Mall.
Oh,
I mean, it always makes for a good moment. But you're right. Sometimes they are slightly taken out of context.
Yeah.
But it's good to get kind of... it's good to
movie
get people
night's a
thinking.
very good one.
That's
That's
a
the
Love
one.
movie night.
that's hard.
That's when drama happens.
Yeah, because everyone's so settled by that point. It's always on the
Yeah,
back end,
it's always
isn't it?
when everyone's strong. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then
no.
they spin it in straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah, and they show clips of like, oh,
I think the challenges have been very, very chill, in all honesty.
Yeah,
You
we just
think?
not had like a
what
fun
do you guys
moment.
like would like to see, for instance, on a Love Island? What's your favorite challenge, for instance?
I think we had a good. I like the food challenges where you have to pass food for each other's mouths.
Things that are
That's
like
the
hygiene.
community
You have
do
to get
not
out.
like that.
They do
Yeah,
not?
because it's
No,
wasting food.
it's wasting food. It's
Oh, I didn't waste much
a bit
food. I
sloppy.
didn't waste
You
it
didn't
all.
eat it all.
No, it was funny, but it is a bit horrible when the milk curdles and like.
Oh, milk! I can't stand milk.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, all a little gross. I mean, I must admit, I love the tweet challenges. I know they must be horrible for
Savage,
the people
though,
in
aren't
them. I'm curious to get your thoughts on the latest challenge. So it was the kissing challenge, and Tanya obviously won. What an incredible kisser.
Can we just break that down for 2 seconds? I don't understand the concept of how someone has to kiss like 7, what at the time was probably 9 boys. Just passes
team of
saliva
guys.
each. Can they rinse their mouth in between?
Does she
I
have
would
saliva
hope.
left though? By
I
the
don't-
time
I'm
she gets
so
to the
confused.
Mouth
my
would be
mouth
so
would dry.
Do you get like a drink of water in between, an electrolyte? What do you get, honestly?
We must hope that there is some kind of
Must be
rehydration
exhausted,
process.
bless them. But she done well. She's resilient. She won.
She
Yeah.
did really well. She came first. Like,
Yeah.
well, she won the challenge
By a
Shaq
clear
was-
mile.
By a clear mile. Shaq was really not happy.
He was, yeah.
He was
He was
very,
I don't
very
blame
unhappy.
him.
Yeah.
I'm curious to get thoughts.
I think obviously she definitely tried hard in that challenge. I think, look, I have to take to the point that it is a game and the show is what it is. So you have to kind of go along with it a little bit. But it does come down to times where like when you're trying hard to kiss everyone amazing, maybe she's just a phenomenal kisser. Maybe that was her at like for level 4 and she's just that good. Who knows? But what I'm saying is I think maybe it just come across to Shaq, it hurt his feelings a bit because it's something special, isn't it, between people? So
Because they said they loved each other. They've gotten to that stage. So
Yeah.
They said the L word.
Yeah.
Let's
They've
see if
said
they
the
mean it after Castro and More.
yeah,
I mean,
yes,
setting it out.
Let's see it.
Okay, as always, we have many appreciation posts. So, Ekin, you're going to love this one. Zara wearing an outfit from Ekin's Oh Polly collection while doing what Ekin did best. We are witnessing an icon in the making.
To see it.
How do you think she looks?
I think she looks great. I mean, that set is beautiful. I remember when we at the time sat in my office in Opoly. It's a great set. She looks great, and it's a moment. It's an iconic moment. I don't know if she wore it deliberately. I don't know that. We'll have to find out. But I miss Zara on there. You know, she was good.
Yeah, gone too soon, man.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah, such a good Islander. I agree.
I think she'll come back.
You reckon?
If there's anyone going to come back into any season, I think it'll be her in Castro or back end of the season because there has been all this chat about like why is she home? She should be back out there. I don't know. I'd love to see.
A
it
return moment. That
Oh,
would be.
They love doing it. They love doing it.
They do. Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
We have lots more appreciation for. We've got four people who are coming up. We have the cutest unbothered queen. That is our
Yeah.
Tanya. We have the biggest hype woman. That is Tanyelle. We have the most emotionally intelligent person. That is Shaq. We have the funniest and the kindest Will.
Will, is that a dog or a puppy?
That is a dog.
So
that is a really
cute.
cute little Yorkie.
I don't think I've ever seen that man without an animal.
I know.
Apart from
He is. He's an animal lover. He's a
He's
farmer.
I know. He's a beautiful man. We love to see it.
Who are your, like, out of this little crew of 4, who's like really doing it for you?
Will?
Still Will.
I don't know. I think he's just he's not changed his personality.
But you said this as well, didn't you? Last time you spoke, you said about how you can't hide it. So
No.
you have to show your true personality the whole time.
I agree, and I feel like some people that I see different sides to other islanders in there, and I'm like, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. But Will has always been the same.
Yeah. Consistency is crucial on this show.
And he accepts and embraces his quirkiness. And that's
I
what I love.
know. I
know?
love that.
He's not insecure.
No, not
At all.
No.
At
Very
all.
confident, which is nice. Refreshing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
refreshing. No, I also love Will. I do love Tanyel as well.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think she's awesome.
Oh, elaborate.
I don't know her that well. I just know that I get told that she looks like me. So that's all I know. I mean, I'm behind her back because she's Cypriot Turkish, so I'm gonna support her, of course.
Of course.
So
We need to see
she's
more
your
of that.
favourite?
Maybe not my favourite.
okay.
Who's your favourite?
Yeah.
My
Let's twist the
favourite-
question
No.
around.
Let's get in this.
People
What's
want to
your
hear from you. Don't
favourite?
you even try that, you two. People want to hear from you. We are moving right ahead. And appreciate. Oh, okay. On the note of that, Zara and Tanyel appreciation post. I really, really love these girls. They are the definition of bad bitch energy. If it wasn't for these girls and Tanya's moments of messiness, what would we be watching? They are the gift that keeps on giving. The casting director that found them deserves a raise. I mean, that has been pretty well upvoted. So people
Yeah.
are loving.
No, yes. Zara, gone too soon. I can't say this enough. Genuinely did not expect it whatsoever.
No, I mean, I'm always bigging up powerful women, so good for them.
Yeah, I
Yes.
thought she would get that old the text when she was about to leave, like, Zara, you're off on a date, and I was waiting for it. And then when she actually left for her suitcase, I thought, just stop.
Maybe because I always think when someone leaves, you think no one's going to come in, but then some new bombshell comes in. And you're like, oh,
So true.
that's why this person left, because this bombshell that
Yeah,
came in
you're
actually suited this person.
yeah.
I don't know. That's how I see it.
No, I like that. Let's get into Tanyel and the other girls, because I think this has been causing a little bit of controversy.
Yeah.
The treatment of Tanyel from the other girls is very uncomfortable to watch. The way Olivia has been turning the girls against Tanyel has genuinely made me not want to watch the show. It's giving clique and mean girl vibes, and everyone except for Sammy, who I also love, has been isolating Tanyel, and it's reminding me of how mean the girls were to Ekin last year. Tanyel doesn't even have a couple or connection to rely on, and now she's getting this from the girls. It's like watching a high school bully. And people swore up and down Zara was the problem when it's always Olivia at the scene of the crime. So let's talk a bit about how Tanyel's been treated and then Olivia specifically.
I think just jealousy. I think the girls are jealous of her. She's probably says how she feels. She sticks up for herself, and that intimidates people. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in, and I think she just needs to brush it all away. And she's not there to make friends. She's there to find someone. So it doesn't matter. She doesn't need those girls in there. She has friends outside the villa.
Yeah.
That was my belief in there, and I hope I'm sending her this energy to her.
Yes.
Tanyel, take.
Ekin-Su energy. Send it.
Yeah, telepathically, just...
Yes.
What do you
Give it
think of
to her.
Olivia?
Dude, I always say this. I have this point of like, when you see all these problems arising, what's the common denominator? No, I say this a lot. Every time I can't lose weight, I always sit and go, what's the common denominator? Oh, maybe it's the chocolate bar at the end of the night in bed, or the 3 after that. Do you know what I mean? So the common denominator here has to be the fact that Olivia's involved in all this. So to be clear is that obviously if she's involved in every argument, she has to be playing into it a little bit.
Do you think she likes all this
I
drama?
think she does. I think, and
think
honestly,
she's
and I don't want to say this.
Do you think she's attention seeking?
I think it's that like bit of a victim mentality in a vibe, because you start these problems and you step back and then get upset and cry and stuff, which is absolutely fine to cry and show emotion. I get it, but like the problems have kind of arose with you in a sense. So I would love to get Zara's take on this, honestly, because I just think this has been like with Olivia, then Tanyel, and now from what we've seen on the pre-clip for tonight, is that she's now got a problem with Sammy, because Sammy pushes over a water thing and it lands on Olivia, and Olivia loses her head and gets so upset again.
Dear, it's just water.
It's just water. It's a challenge.
God, I'd
It's a
laugh
challenge.
if
It's
that
water.
happens
Let's
to me.
laugh it off. Let's keep it moving. But I think maybe people are trying to create problems, storylines, whatever it may be. But again, the common denominator clearly is Olivia, and it's sad to see, because we just want to see everyone kind of get on as well. I know we like the drama, but come on.
it's not nice when the girls are fighting with each other.
No.
That's not what we want to
It's
see.
bullying. It is.
Yeah.
Well-
It is. I think it's bullying.
Well, I just don't think start issues and then go, oh, actually, what's your problem with me? Like, don't start the like. If there's an issue there and you're causing the problem, it's
Yeah.
obviously going to be. Do you know what I mean? So
I
you can't-
always look at it in a positive way. When someone bullies me, I think I'm so important to them that they have to think about me to put me down.
Good.
Like that's how I look at it. Like there's so much more important things in their life. Why pick on me?
Yeah,
I like that.
that's a good way of reframing it.
Look at it in the bright side instead
Yeah.
of always. I know it's hard, but
Yeah, it can be really hard.
is
when you're
hard.
in it for sure.
yeah.
I think as well, just to clarify, she is with Kai now, and she's very happy. So you think she'd
Right.
just be
Just
kind
enjoy it.
Yeah, non-dramatic, step out of it all, just enjoy your time with Kai, and he likes her, by the way.
He
really
really
likes
sings into
her.
her.
So,
as
like,
much emotion as he can
I don't
show.
understand why she's feeling.
Is anyone into Tanyelle at the minute?
No,
That's the sad
they
thing,
have this
really.
thing that they think that Ron and Tanyelle are going to be, but we don't think that's going to happen, do we?
No, I don't think so.
Someone will come in for her, I think.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Casa Moore
Casa
everywhere.
Moore.
yes. Should we look at some memes?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So we have this meme, a Will-timed date. We have the little girl as the producers and the house on fire. This is referring to when Will told, who was it that he told? He told one of the girls that Ellie and Tom had kissed on the terrace, and then he went on his date,
Why does
and then
that remind
the
me
whole,
of something?
then the whole house like went into a full row. I mean, it was good to watch.
Oh yeah, no.
It was good to
100%. He
watch.
chucked petrol on the fire and just stepped out.
He was just like,
It's not my issue.
bye.
It's not
Yeah.
my issue.
Yeah, exactly. Can we quickly talk about, do we think Jessie's into Will? You started mentioning this last time.
I don't think she
You
is.
did. Really?
I just can't see.
Can you?
No,
Am I being the one?
No, Ekina, you're completely right. I can't
think
see
she's
it.
playing a game.
It's not just us, by
She's
the way.
playing a
It's so many
game.
other people. I think she's definitely playing the game.
She's doing it to stay
And
in.
do you know
I'm
what? Do you
telling
know when
now.
I know? Do you know how I know she'll be playing a game? And 100%. When she goes to Castlemore, she does this whole bit of "I'm so happy, I'm not going to be phased." Everyone gets phased in Castlemore, even the slightest bit. So if she does the whole "I'm not phased, unfazed" bit, it's going to stress me out. I don't know. I just don't think she's.
I think she's going to hurt his heart. And I'm protecting Will, so.
No.
Yeah, you are
Team Will, all the way.
Oh, it'll be so sad because he's really into her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really is feeling it.
I can
I
see
know,
it when
I
she
know.
did the couple speech and he was like,
"Yes,
yeah, that,
Yeah.
like a laptop,
like a lost puppy. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Bless him. He's not far off saying the words either.
I know.
No, this is brilliant.
This is such a
This is
good
absolute-
meme.
this
This
is
is such a good meme. You okay, crab 9882. This made me lol. Tom Tucker must die.
I love that.
And it's Tom in between all of his enemies that he's picked up
Yeah,
along the way, all of the
yeah.
people that he's had a bit of a run-in with. I mean, Tom seems to have settled down a bit, but he has
100%.
been.
He's met his match. He's met his match in Sammy.
You think?
For sure, yeah.
You think they've got potential?
Yeah, I think he comes to a point where, and I think as well, the way he's looked at kind of Ron's movements and the way he's judging Ron's, he shouldn't be moving any type of way because he's saying to Ron, you can't be doing this type of situation. So he's now has to, practice what he preaches, and I think that's what he's doing now, finally. So
Yeah.
nice to see. I love John Tucker Must Die. It's one of my favourite films ever, honestly.
This is a
I've
great
never
meme.
seen it.
Oh, it's the best.
Ekin. This is
Jesse,
going
Jesse
to a
Metcalf,
must-watch.
isn't it? Oh, he's
Lad it.
brilliant. He's the gardener from Desperate Housewives.
Oh, okay.
Good
I'll
looking
add it to my
guy,
list.
the man.
Add it to your list. This is another great meme. Avenge this woman. So this is Zara, who is just right in the mix with
She's
Tom.
sewing. What's this woman doing? Oh, she's got her hair in her hand.
She's just been she's been stabbed in the heart by Tom.
Right.
I mean, this is like an old school painting that we've
Right.
like just put their heads on, or that this user's put their heads on. I mean, Zara really did, I think, get.
I thought she got
the
her
short end of the stick.
But I think at the end she got her piece in just before she left. She got to have a.
She did get to kind of
Yeah, she let
say
it
her
out.
piece.
Yeah.
She let it out. She
Yeah.
let it out. We like that. And then, so I mean, someone that we haven't really spoken about a ton,
Bless him.
but we have Spencer. Deserve better.
I think so. He didn't want to get involved in the drama, did he? At all?
No, I feel like he's quite reserved.
He was maybe a little too reserved.
Same as anime though. You get these people that go on the show who are amazing people, and in any other environment would absolutely
When they get
thrive.
put in those situations,
Yeah, it's a lot.
it's hard for them to deal with it.
Yeah, without being almost they're not themselves.
Yeah.
Which you got to
Yeah,
respect.
yeah, so
you have
true.
to respect. And sometimes it's not always for people to go crazy and scream and shout and get involved in arguments. Some people just want to step out. He was an unproblematic king, and we love to see that.
Unproblematic king.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do well on Love Island. That's
No,
the
it
only
doesn't.
problem.
It doesn't. Well, that was our reaction section.
Love that.
Amazing comments as always. So now we're going to go.
guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for putting just the great content. It's so easy and so fun to do this. We are going to move into the Ask Me Anything. Everyone has been submitting their questions. Before I get into it, I want to do a special shout out to 2 users. It's Fenty and Emily Rue Reese, 22, who had at least 4 or 5 awesome questions
wow.
from the AMA.
Amazing.
Like these are
Thank
the
you,
mega
guys.
fans. Really appreciate it.
We love to see it.
So we are going to move into the first question. Drew Professor 8904 Ekin. Do you mind sharing what day you and Davide consider your anniversary?
Oh, that's such a good question. It's not the date you assume. It's not like the day I would say when we've come out the villa, I would say how I really felt strong for him would be end of September.
So that was
Any date then.
any day.
Any date.
September is their full
Like,
anniversary.
it was just towards the end of September that we really fell in love. So that for me is an anniversary.
The entire month of September.
Yeah.
100% as it should be.
Very smart.
As it should be.
I wouldn't say in Love Island. I would say I was still getting to know him. I would say the real world is the anniversary.
Agree.
Oh,
And that's clearly why it's lasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really
Thanks,
is.
Joe.
Taking your time with it is perfect.
Absolutely. It's Fenty has a great question. There's a few parts to it. So for Ekin, Paige and Finn, winners from season 6, did an interview about life after Love Island, where Paige talked about how she had less confidence after the villa for a while and had to pick herself back up because she would read the comments and let other people's opinions affect her. I read an article recently where you might have felt the same after the first week of Dancing on Ice. What do you tell yourself to get out of that mindset, and how do your loved ones help in those moments?
So for this one, I think when I was in Love Island, I couldn't read any comments. At the time, I had no idea what was going on in the world. When people were saying they hated me, or I had articles about me that I was this, I was that, I didn't know, so I didn't care. The only difference with Dancing on Ice is you read it, I go home, and even if I don't want to read it, for some reason, someone in my DM sends me something, and it's in front of me. And it's like, yes, I don't read it. Yes, I put my phone away. It affects you. I'm human, and I feel like when you're trying your best and you get criticism, it's hard, and you just need people that care about you next to you.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you need to remember these people who are criticizing you are probably very, very, very miserable people who are not happy with their lives. And I feel sorry for them that they need to love themselves more. So they want to put somebody else down. And unfortunately, I cannot please everyone.
Absolutely
I can't.
not. No one can.
No one can.
No one
impossible.
can.
It's just how life is.
Oh, so did Davide, did he give you a lot of support?
Always. He was there. Every time, every minute he's there. He just reminds me that, that's not reality. You're real. This is real. We're real. You got to remember, even if you haven't won Dancing on Ice, you won Love Island and you found love. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. And there was a little edit to the question, just, for a bit of positivity. It's Fenty submitted this question before the results of Dancing on Ice, and they say, you should be proud of yourself and hope you take a well-deserved vacation onwards and upwards.
Well, guess what, guys? I am going away, so.
Oh, yeah. Where are you off to?
Maldives.
Oh, dreamy.
Amazing.
Casual.
It's actually a birthday present I bought for Davide before, so it's all on me. Like, I'm going all out.
Oh,
I'm hibernating. I'm putting my phone in the sea, so no one can get hold of me.
Going straight into the sea.
excellent, as you were
That's it. That goes to my
Thrown
manager
over.
as well.
Okay, we have another question. Am0705. Hi, Ekin and Joe. Loved your first talk.
Thank you.
Ekin was wondering, what are you excited to do when Dancing on Ice wraps up? And now you have some more free time. I mean, you just mentioned you're going on holiday. Is there anything else that's on the cards for you?
I think what I'm planning to do is take a break, because I haven't had one in months since I left the villa. Take a good time to just relax, be myself, and get away from social media for a while, detox, and then come back and smash my next project. So whatever it is, I'm going to smash it. I'm going to do well. I'm going to be stronger than ever. So on to better things.
Of course, we
100%.
all have no doubt. Joe, curious to know if you're still in the sandwich business.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is so good. No longer in the sandwich game. No longer in the sandwich game. However, I do get pushed into the kitchen by my family to make them sandwiches on a regular basis. So the tools are still there, guys. I can still definitely throw it down when it comes to slices of bread and fillings.
That's so cool. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was.
You're probably a good cook.
No. I can make something pretty plain, do you know what I mean? But I'm more of it's the sandwich connoisseur.
Yes,
I went for the
nice.
sandwich king, sandwich boy, sandwich connoisseur. You can call me anything. But just know you'll get a good sandwich if I do make you one.
Nice.
But this is yeah, I mean, it's a rare thing to
What's
see.
your
nowadays.
favourite filling in a sandwich?
Chicken bacon spinach. It's a Joe special.
Oh, that's
no one else does it.
Sure.
Yeah, and I can't tell you the ingredients unless you pay me £1 million.
Oh, okay.
Is that an excessive amount? Not really. Not really. I mean,
not for something so
I mean, look, if one of the if Pret a Manger someone wants to buy it off, me, just slide into the DMs or talk to my manager. We can work something out.
Absolutely. I'm sure they're on the line right now.
I'm hungry now.
Yes, let's get some bread in. Let's get some bread in next time. Make
Next
sandwiches.
time, please bring
Done.
some sandwiches.
You should brought it in for the team.
I'm so sorry. I didn't at home make
I
sandwiches
mean-
for everyone. But no, I didn't know this question was coming up. Otherwise, I couldn't.
Otherwise, we could have had
Well,
some
next
ready.
time.
Yes. I
Yeah,
promise.
you better. You better. Okay, Emily Rureese, 22. Question for Ekin. Davide said the other week you both are working on a project together. Any information on when it will all be announced?
So the project is going to be in Manchester. I'm not going to say much, but it's going to be a partnership between me and Davide, and it's his culture and my culture, and we're going to be doing a business together.
Wow.
And it's going to be up north, and we're very, very excited. So we've got,
I know.
yeah, you can guess.
Keep it quiet. I'm keeping it
You were just
quiet.
speaking about food, so who knows?
I can't wait.
Okay, we have a few little clues
Yeah.
sprinkled
Little
around.
breadcrumbs.
Well, we are excited. Akinde Mix, username. Why does it take 2 to 3 hours to film a recoupling?
They just honestly, it's they have to
Big
film.
size.
They
Do you know what it is? I know what it is.
Go on.
You'll agree with me. So you know our faces get like this when you see us like this on.
Yeah.
I used to think, why does everyone look miserable?
Right.
It's because you're waiting for 3 hours.
Yes.
And you naturally become moody, so it looks intense.
You can't smile for 3 hours straight unless you're a psycho.
That's why
what I
when I giggle and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gets cut out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always smiley moments. It's about just crying. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But there are a lot of smiley moments when you're sitting down. But
Honestly, it's even longer than 2 hours sometimes.
genuinely, I was about to say like 2 or 3 is like a nice.
But
guesstimate.
what's happening? What's going? Is it just refilming?
It's literally, so they film you and then it's a wait. You wait for so long. It's awkward silence. So you have nothing to do but stare at the fire pit. So you're like this. And you can hear crickets and birds and everything. You're still like, right, what's next? And then a text happens. You're like, because it's so quiet, it's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
that
they
is
get
how it
close-ups of you. Then they do a shot from you.
Yeah,
So that
aerial
takes
shot.
time.
Lots of shots.
Yeah, and obviously
I
you've got the aftermath of the recoupling, and then like, whoever's leaving, obviously the bit of it's a very
It's very intense.
very intense. Yeah, and you're always like nervous, like even if you
When
know
they say
you're
you got a
cushy.
text, you go to the fire pit.
Yeah, it's the last. Honestly, and then they go, right, here we go.
Yeah, here we go
And
again.
You start shaking everyone's hands. I've loved you, mate.
Yeah,
I'll see you
yeah.
on the outside. Everyone's just waiting for their demise.
Well, that's a good insight. I always used to think like, how could it take that long? But
It doesn't just fascinating. It takes ages, but like you kind of get it as to why it takes ages when you're in there, because it's a lot. Like the speeches take a long time, and then the recoupling, the sitting down, the setup, and it just takes a while. Yeah.
all right. Good little behind the scenes moment there. just want to remind everyone who is on the call that in about 5-10 minutes, we are going to move to the dial-in section. Your favourite section, where people can ask their questions to you live. So remember, you will need to put up your hand so that we'll be able to call you up onto stage.
Just sit up straight more.
I'm going to run through a few.
Just slipping right down into it.
I know, they're getting very comfortable here. Very, very comfortable.
There we go.
We have another question. I mean, we've got so many. You just, both of you so popular. Love Island fan 777. Hi, Ekin. Hi, Joe. Joe, I'm going to start with you. If you had the chance to participate in any other reality TV show besides Love Island, would you do it? If you would, what kind of show? Would you like to do it alone, like in Celebrity MasterChef, or with someone else like The Amazing Race?
Oh, dude, to be honest with you, I'd actually love to do Celeb MasterChef. Anything cooking wise. I'd love to, because also I can pick things up pretty quickly, so I'd love to learn the trade. Obviously, I've been around food my whole life now, so it'd be really nice to kind of delve back in there and actually kind of take them skills and make them even better.
Make sandwiches on
100%,
MasterChef.
100%, yeah. That would be great. I honestly, put me down on the first episode, sandwich I'll make for them, and they'll love it.
Greg Wallace.
Bring it to us,
man.
100%, yeah, I'll cut it into quarters.
You know he'd love it.
I'll make it look nice, a bit of salt on top. It'd be lovely. But I think other than that, obviously the dream shows, Ekin's just absolutely smashed it on, was Dancing on Ice, and then I'm a Celeb, are just amazing shows, and would love to give them a shot, just to test yourself, you know?
Yeah, just put yourself through that challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
It shows.
Interesting. Ekin,
Yes.
this one's for you. Same user. We all know you are the queen of imitations, going from Voldemort and SpongeBob themes to Davide. Would you actually consider voice acting at some point? If you would, are there any characters you would love to play?
I can definitely play a baby. I know it's really weird, but I would love to do it.
There you go.
Dude, that's just a hidden talent.
Wow.
That should
But,
answer your question.
Does no one know this?
We transported to a parallel universe. One more. Go on, please.
I want to cry.
There we go. Back to reality.
That's really good. It's
Someone
really
clip
good.
that, please. Someone clip
That-
that.
yeah,
that is a
we-
meme in itself. I love that. That was so good, though.
It was uncanny. It was quite. I'm like, whoa. It sounded real.
This talent of mine, sometimes people see it and then they walk away. They think I'm really weird.
I know this.
Not everyone, no. People think
Now
I'm
they
weird.
do.
Yeah,
great.
now everyone knows
Great.
it.
This is me, guys.
You will, I mean, Pixar, Disney, they will all be on the phone straight
That
away.
was so good.
I'm obsessed. That is so good. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Sorry.
we're still just kind of reeling a little bit from how good the
It
imitation
was
was.
the cry that just got me. The voice of the crow was brilliant. It was funny.
It's really good. It was better than I expected. Like, it was
so
really
good.
accurate. Whew. Okay, next question. Are we ready?
Yep.
Significant Star 21. If you had the power to change one aspect of the Love Island format or introduce a new twist, what would it be and why?
But they have to do a baby voice at all times.
Mandatory
They've
imitation
got to do
challenge.
a baby voice, yeah.
I think they should bring Elton John in there.
Just stick him in
I
again
mean-
playing the piano, right? Yeah, just get Elton John in.
Every single time he comes in,
100%.
plays the piano.
When someone's leaving, just play the piano. Stop this and got the pops.
Oh, I've never loved this. Is so fun. I love this. Reddit is so fun. Oh, this is the only platform I can actually be myself.
Oh God. I need to think. I don't know. I think maybe. What could be a new thing that they could do in there? I don't know. I think. Oh God knows. I have no idea. I mean, I think there's so many different options. I think certain people shouldn't be allowed to couple up. I think that would be cool. I think specific people maybe can't couple up with other specific people at certain points, just to really test them properly, because a lot of couples don't test themselves in there. So
That's an interesting.
or maybe you can't be coupled up with the same person twice, so you can retest the waters and stuff. I think that'd be all right.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now, other than the baby voice. Baby voice is a gem. That's like they just walk in like, hey, oh.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean?
Can you
Start.
fall in love
Yeah.
with that voice? Who knows? We have another question. Puzzle-headed W. To Ekin and Joe, how do islanders pass the time during the day if they can't read a book, watch a movie, or use their phones? And if you could add one thing to pass time in the villa, what would it be?
Can I say something? Time goes really quick in the villa because you don't know the time, you don't know the day. And you are so busy in there, like, it'll be like lunchtime soon. Before you know it, obviously that's not filmed, but the tables come out, you eat in the kitchen.
Yes.
And then once it's lunchtime, you know that you've got 2 hours and then the day's over or something, you know? Because they usually, producers want you to get ready in like 2 hours max for the night. So they usually say, right, you got to get ready now, it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
It just flies by.
Does it really?
Yeah.
It really does, yeah.
You need more time in there. I feel like there's no time in Love Island. It goes quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Everything
like so different
happens.
to how I imagined.
Yeah. I almost like tried to scratch a bit of the floor by the fire pit just to see the shadow of what it was because I thought I had half an idea what time it
We're in
was.
like sundial.
Oh.
And yeah, honestly, it does go super quick in there. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't really think sounds so silly, but you haven't really got time to not do it.
And you can't sleep in there quickly. Like it took me at least 3 weeks to have a good night's sleep because it's just it's strange.
You got
It's
a good
like-
night's sleep in there?
I think at the
I
point,
don't think a wink.
I think after my glass of red, I was just like,
Oh god, that's
I was like,
amazing.
neck.
Yeah.
You know.
It must be a bit intense with so many people in one room.
You know, it's intense when you're coupled up and there's like people there, like they can hear you and you want to have like a romantic conversation. It's a bit awkward. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is privacy here, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Got someone eyeing me up through the blanket. It's weird.
I mean, they haven't even had a chance to use the pool this season. When have you seen them in the pool?
They're always in the pool, but they
I
won't
saw
film
them in
it.
the pool the other day doing like a water aerobics session.
Oh yeah, in the
Yeah.
background maybe, but there's no actual real scenes of them in the pool. They normally always have people like having scenes, proper deep scenes in the pool.
Maybe.
Oh, like chilling in the pool and chatting.
Yeah, they wouldn't film that though, because we were in the pool for hours. I was like, why are they not showing that?
Mic off, yes.
Because they're like, no one wants to see you swimming, love. That's
Yeah, 'cause
why. And
it
I
was
was like,
Will doing
oh,
water aerobics in the background.
makes sense.
Of course it was.
Yes.
yeah.
It was the
Oh, okay. No, they're definitely using the pool, but
They are.
they're not getting
It's not enough.
Airtime.
not enough. More
Live in
pool
it,
time.
man. Live in the pool.
I think we have time for one last question before we head over to the
Live.
live part. Well, actually, we have two more. Sorry,
Ooh,
lying
even
to
better.
you, Joe.
Yeah.
This is still from Puzzle-Headed W.
Yep.
Are you and Olivia friends, seeing as she was in your intro video? Or how did that come by, and who do you think she's most suited with?
Not friends, no. Just literally just done a couple shoots with her. Met her on the shoot that I had the VT, and then she was also on another, like my mate who's a rapper. She was on all of his video shoots too, so I met her there. But yeah, so we just met each other a couple of times. And I think that's weird though. It is weird though that when she went on and everyone's messaging me like, dude, did you like put her on? What's going on? Like, what's the vibe? She was in your VT. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they had that before. I think Marlon was, she was from one of the earlier seasons. She was on the plane or something in one of the VTs the year prior. So they do that every now and then. So keep an eye on the people in the VTs because they could be on next season.
Yes.
And I think she is. I don't know if she's most suited to anybody in there. I kind of like the way Kai's been with her, but I also give her Casa Amor. I reckon she might shift across, man. I reckon she might shift, but who knows? Maybe she's I don't know.
Do you remember how long after Casa Amor there was weeks left?
I think about 3. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not
Roughly about
long.
3.
Yeah,
Enough
it's-
time for a movie night to spoil everything.
Oh, 100%. I mean, movie night comes out of Casa Amor. There's lots of Casa Amor scenes.
So
to be
many.
damn! Too
From
much.
Aye. Just a reminder to everybody, we are going to be on the last question. So I'm going to ask you guys the last question. And then please raise your hands. And then when you come up, not you, Joe, raise your hands so that we can call you up to the stage. And then when you are called up to the stage, the virtual stage, you will need to unmute yourself so we will be able to hear you. So get those hands up so we're able to pull you across.
Is this when we put the headphones on?
That will be when you put the headphones on. I have one last question for you before we do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Stunning Bat 5587. I'm recognizing all these usernames. I'm like, oh,
awesome.
you guys. Ekin, we saw what Davide's first impression was of you. Wow. But what was your first impression of him? He mentioned in a recent video that you didn't like some of his answers in his VT.
Yeah. So obviously before going in, I was a bombshell. I think I was in the third day of the first week. And I remember my chaperone at the time was picking who I liked. You have to pick your top favourite 3. Obviously Davide was in there. But my chaperone made me watch the VTs.
Okay.
And I remember watching Davide and I was thinking, obviously it's for show, whatever. That's not him now, but it's like, I'm quite loyal, like the whole, like the abs out. And I was like, oh God, he loves himself. And then obviously when I went in there and got to know him, he wasn't how he was on his VT. And I thought, oh my God, we've got a lot of things in common. And you should never judge a book by its cover. You should read it.
Very true. You should
Love
read
that.
it. Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's the end of the pre-submitted AMA questions. We are going to move over to the live section.
Awesome.
I love that section.
You're amazing, guys. Thanks for
Are going to pop on our headphones.
Yeah,
Yes.
do it.
Remember this?
Of course we do.
Righty.
All right.
Okay. It's always weird just hearing yourself in this
Hello.
noise cancelling space.
Hello.
So we are going to invite the first person up. Make sure you unmute your mic. Feel free to say your name or your username and then ask your question to Ekin and Joe.
Hi, can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can.
Hi, my name is Lizette. I'm from the United States, and I'm really excited. I have a question for you both. I'm wondering, who was your favorite islander before ever going on Love Island?
Ah, good question.
Mine was Mora.
Icon
Awesome.
legend.
Yeah.
Mora was for me, yeah.
Same.
She's amazing. I think for me, I liked Chris Hughes. I think he was one I really liked on his season. I think it was the polar bear line from the start. That was it, and then he was a legend. So yeah, I think that's the guy.
Nice.
Amazing. 2 great picks. Very, very
Thanks
good.
so much for the question. You're amazing. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you.
Bye.
Next person, we're going to bring you up and make sure that you unmute your mic and then you can ask your question.
Hello.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
How are we doing? Be sure to unmute yourself just in case you haven't. But just quickly while we're waiting, Maura.
Hi.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Hi. My name is Jasmine. I'm a young woman living in London. I have a question for Ekin-Su. I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that there's like no one out here in these streets and it's very desolate. And dating has become really hard. I just wanted to ask if you have any advice for people who are single for this like upcoming Valentine's Day.
Okay, as in you mean what to do on Valentine's Day? You're
Yeah,
single.
like I've actually never been in a relationship anyways, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know like what really I can get up to on Valentine's Day to meet people. Or
Okay, so
even if I just want to be like by myself, like I don't really know
so
what to do.
you've got to think to yourself what your hobbies are. And Valentine's Day isn't just about couples. It's about celebrating you. You are in love with yourself. You need to really love you, and you need to celebrate the fact that you're here and you're amazing and you're so unique and so beautiful inside and out. And you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm going to go have a bath. I'm going to get a glass of wine and I'm going to just look after myself, pamper myself, put a face mask on, order a Chinese. That for me is Valentine's Day if you're single. You know, I used to do that all the time before Davide. It happens. It's obviously not nice if you're single, but the concept of Valentine's Day is very different, I think. And people see it as like you have to be in a relationship. It's not. You can be on your own. You can go to the cinema on your own too.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll try that.
Try
Okay,
it for me,
thank
my
you.
love. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that. Me and my girlfriends used to do Galentine's Day. Gals.
Ooh.
We would all hang out.
There you go.
You know?
That's the best.
The best. All right. I think that is all we have time for.
Oh,
I know. Oh,
I wish this was longer. I
know.
love Reddit.
This would be your ideal scenario, wouldn't it? Just basically doing the full call in. This has been Joe's just knocking himself out with the headphones. Please do not injure yourself. This has been a delight. Thank you as ever. I love coming here on a Monday. There's no two other people that are to come out all this way
stop it.
Monday
Stop it,
to
you.
chat with.
Stop it.
It's been amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Always,
great.
always
I love
pleasure.
coming here, honestly. And I'm addicted to Reddit. I was on Reddit this morning. I was on Reddit last night. And there's an Ekin Day page. And I'm always on it. I'm obsessed with it. And I love all my fans. Mwah.
Yeah, please keep getting the
amazing.
memes in, guys.
Yeah.
They are my favourite, honestly.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. It has been so much fun. And you will be seeing some content from this going back into Reddit. So
Yes.
look out for the clips. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
See you in
See you
2
soon,
weeks,
guys.
guys.
Woo. All right. Take care. Bye.